And God blessed them and said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish, and subdue the earth. Because it is the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and it has no sorrow with it.
Experience God's wonder-working power as Pastor Prince Abba brings you God's word with simplicity, wisdom, and power. God bless you.
It starts with vision. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. As a man thinketh in his heart, you are the same with your thoughts. Your achievement is your conceivement. It is what you achieve, it's what you conceive that you achieve. Anything you are achieving is what you conceive. Conceive big things. You give birth to what you conceive. Vision, focus, brutal focus. Don't be distracted. Go to that city knowing what you want and stay there. Don't let nonsense distract you. If you're a brother, stay away from stupid relationship if you're not yet ready for a relationship. You have been given a new assignment to go and do. What are you doing with a girl? You've been given a church to plan because you can wear suits now and vibrate in tongues and do one or two stupid miracles. You now think you have what it takes to keep a sister. A stupid distraction. Some of you that are bombs, you're not allowed to sit down one place. Take your eyes off that nonsense. It will destroy your work like it destroys Samson. You cannot carry destiny and carry Delilah on the same laps. You can't sleep on the lap of Delilah and wake up in Abraham's bosom. You don't have the energy for that. When your emotions and your passion should be invested in your ministry, you are thinking of a girl. See you dying early. See your ministry dying in your hands and you don't understand what is going on with you. Get out from that nonsense. Close stupid relationship. You are a girl. Go and plant yourself and get serious in your life. Plant a church and get serious. Build it and build companies. This one stupid boy who is controlling your emotion. When you now build your field, grow your garden like Adam, your Eve will come naturally. Now you don't have a garden ready. You're looking for an Eve. Are you not a confused man? You carry liability on your head. You don't have that luxury to afford. You need brutal focus. Relationships that won't help you. Contacts and communications that won't help you. Like the Bible says, evil communication corrupts good manners. Clear from such communications and contacts. And stay focused. If there's another thing you know about me, is brutality in focus. You can't distract me. I'm a man who is too busy. It's not everywhere you hit the drums. Come that I appear. Your meetings, people call. Even Facebook doesn't distract me. I post what I want to post here and get away. If you go on my messenger, you see more than 1,000 messages. I've not even opened. I have meetings upon meetings upon meetings. People are inviting me to come and preach. I say it's not yet time to come and start doing it. I'm building an army. It's not time. When I finish building my army, when I finish building what I'm building, hey, you need me to come and preach. You will have to think twice before you get me. You know it will cost you before you get me to come. The when I'm coming, the city here that man is coming, you will see the whatever is happening. You know that the principality is coming. I'm building something here. I'm developing something. It's not time to be run up and down. That's what I see a lot of pastors do. You go to a city now, you start looking for invitation where they will call you to come and preach, and you confuse human being. Sit down and build your church. Don't go and be advertising. People will say, yeah, you need to hear me preach on grace. Your church won't be the same. Are you a madman? Make that your church change first. You go and prove it to people that what you're preaching works. Say, man of God, you need to bring me to come and teach your church on tithing. You need to bring me, if I come, the grace I can make your church explode financially. You're a crazy human being. There are people you need to turn into millionaires in your church. I need to come and teach you how to win, so G12, sell. My pastor have taught me this thing. Are you crazy? Have you done it in your own church? Has it worked? You can't be teaching what you've not proven. Prove it in your own work. With all humility, the artist will come in to come and preach and say, I have not yet proven it. I know it, but I want you to work in my place first. When it works, you can now get me. I know it, though. I can teach it. I can preach it. But allow me, I'm still experimenting. I'm still working on this. I want it to work. So if you bring me to come and talk on it, I'll just talk 5 minutes and go away. I won't labor talking for 10 hours. Now I'm laboring on the 10 hours talk on my leaders, so they will get it and get this things done. You need focus. There are some praises you don't need. There's an award they did, one award they did in Abakaliki some times ago. They even called some top government officials, called some other top business ranking guys, top guys in business and all different fields, entertainment and all that. And they called me. I was the only pastor who was called to come and take the award. She has the most youth, whatever, pastor in Ebonyi State or whatever they call it. These guys don't know me yet. That same week of the award, the same day I had a conference in Enugu. My pastor was there speaking. One powerful ministers conference. I went for the meeting. You want me to remember that period? I went for the meeting. Left the award. They called and called and called and called. I didn't pick the call. Finally I picked. Sir, the award is today. Are you not coming? I said, don't worry, people should just give your award to others. Keep my own. Anytime I have time, I'll come and pick. They finished the award program. I came back. They traced me and came for Wednesday service here and presented the award to me here. I said, okay. I stayed here. They snapped with me. I collected. People should go and drop the award. You want to bring me there so you can come and impress me with nonsense. That's distraction for me. What are you awarding me for? Youth, whatever. I never start. We're talking about 1 million youths gathered in a stadium and we are never start to scratch. You want to come and distract. So I will relax. The enemy of success is success. I finished a professional course in ICMC. What is even shocking, the day they did the induction, I was in Port Harcourt doing discipleship summit. I didn't leave my discipleship summit to go and stand and wear academic gown in Abuja to be inducted and given CHM, whatever, CHMC or whatever they call it, Chartered Mediator and Conciliator. He's the guy who went and brought, in fact, they brought 2 medals and 2 certificates for me, sir. One collected for me, the other one collected for me. I don't know how they did it, but the same. Same medal, same. Brought it back. And then it was in the offices for months. Your lecturer, Barrister Okpara, was the one who went and brought it. And then Odo, the ones went up. And they called. I said, see, when I have time, I would get that stuff. They called, I didn't have time. I sent, it was one other guy I sent to Odo's office. I now sent it. It was you who went to Okparabi and collected the other one. There are things you shouldn't have time for now. Get busy. Get focused. Don't be distracted by jamborees. They call you for this program. You run and go there. You hear this man of God is in town. You hear they are doing this or that, but you go and you would not fulfill your ministry. You don't have time. Your time is focused running. Do you know your age is very focused running? Your age doesn't slow down. The year is very focused running. Whether people are catching up with it or not, is running. And you are busy playing and sleeping around. Discipline. I won't talk much on that. I'll just mention them. Moral stamina. Financial integrity and prudence. Faithfulness. Just write quickly, let me leave. Faithfulness. Be a man who is faithful. It gives you something to do. Be faithful. Don't be in and out, jumping in and out, jumping in and jumping out. You won't go far. Stewardship. Be a steward of resources, money. Be a steward of the souls God has put under you. Don't mess yourself up because of money. Give account of the souls that God has put under you. Take care of the flock. Shepherd them well. Courage or faith. Be a pastor who has courage. Dare big things, my friend. Stop thinking small. What is keyboard and instrument you can't buy? Dare big things. What is a big signboard you can't put in your church? What is that church hall you can't pay for? What is that land you think you can't even buy? Dare big things. Why do you think you can't pastor a governor? It's the way you are looking at yourself. Dare big things. What makes you think you can't pastor politicians, bankers, lawyers, professionals? Dare big things. What makes you think you can do that program and seat 1,000 people? Look out for the whole schools in that your territory. If there are campuses here, secondary school there, do a youth summit. Get the local government hall there. Tell the local government chairman, I want to help your youth and do entrepreneurship and skill acquisition and do career development. I'll be the resource speaker. I have some other team I'm coming with. We're going to come and train them on how to make shoes. We'll train them on how to do tailoring. We'll train them on how to do one or two things, bead making and all that. Go with confidence. The local government chairman don't have what you have. Because you see him in one big car, you think you are a small, inferior person. Go and talk to him. Speak your English. Wear your tie and your suit. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, come on, who is inside of me? Is he not greater than he that is in the world? What makes you think you can talk to governor and be yourself? Because His Excellency, you're jittery. You start missing your tenses. You don't know who you are. Have courage to knock on big offices and come in there boldly but humbly. Not timidly, boldly but humbly. Express yourself confidently. Demand for what you want. Go to all the schools. Gather the whole school together. Do a program. Do flyers. Do billboards. Put it there and hit the whole territory hard. Hit it hard. I say hit it what? Hard. Hard. Let your impact be so felt that even me, I will say, wow, that's amazing. You are giants. That's who you should be. Start seeing yourself as one and not cowards and weaklings. Resilience. Even when you try something, it doesn't work. Have a bounce back spirit. You set that target, you didn't hit it. It seems like you are knocked down. Have a bounce back spirit. If you are a leader who gives up easily, something knocks you, you give up. I'm done with this. It hits you. Yeah, I'm done with this. You will never arrive destiny. Be a resilient leader. Be a resilience. Talk about ability to bounce back, ability to bounce back, ability to bounce back. Even when things put you down, you don't stay down. You bounce back again. They defeat you. It looks like the church is not moving. You bounce back again. You grow the church and it looks like something went wrong somewhere. No. You don't say I'm done with this. You bounce back again. Somebody hurt you, left you, somebody betrayed you. You don't say, oh my God, right there. No. Get your hands back together. Let the comfort of the Holy Ghost mend you. Bounce back again. Have a bounce back mechanism. That thing is, have a shock absorber in you. You should be willing to endure anything that happens to you. The persecution of men shouldn't deter you. The slander and the gossip of people shouldn't deter you. Didn't Jesus say, I send you as sheep amongst wolves? He said, you'll be persecuted in this world. Let it not deter you. Have a resilient spirit. Have initiative. Have ability to pioneer things, to start things and see them finish. Have initiative. Have ability to come into place and see things differently. Initiative. Love for people. Love for people. A pastor who does not have a heart for his people cannot have the people's hearts. What did I say? A pastor who does not have a heart for his people cannot have the people's hearts. You want to steal the heart of your members, just have a heart for them. Let them know our pastor loves us. Our pastor loves us. The man will die for us. He will lay down his life for us. He will go the extra mile for us. He will defend us. He will speak nicely of us. He will speak well of us. He will be there for us. He will shout out. He will do anything to see that we become the best. Let the people know you. Look, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Have a heart for the people. They will go extra mile to lay their life down for you. I have proven this thing here. And no, you guys don't have proven it. You guys know. Demonstrate genuine love for people. If there's one thing people know is when you love them. It's like pregnancy, it doesn't hide. People can tell when their leader loves them. They can tell. That little smile can communicate it. That little correction in love can communicate it. That little time of, wow, how are you? How are you doing? Can can communicate it. Don't go and start doing down man of God. You're starting a new church. You're doing down man of God. Be approachable. What are you doing with protocol now? Even me, who is senior pastor, sometimes my protocol men, I understand what they're doing. I'm even sensitive. They try to block some people. I look and say, no, allow him to come. Allow him to come. Allow him. Let me see him. So you now say, I am my father, I want. Then put protocol. Look at you, who is still trying to build a church that can at least make sense a little. You now have bodyguards. Say, you stand here. Don't allow anybody come close to me. You're a crazy human being. Because you see passed away here, but you come in, say, all of you people in this, you are mad people. You are crazy human beings. Are you mad? I don't even need you guys. Walk out of this church. They'll say, yes, sir. They will leave you and leave you in pieces, not in pieces, in pieces. And you know I am your father, you are not one. That's why I'm father. Don't go and try some things I do. He will burn you. I see how pastor flocks. Wow, he even has cane and he has cane with names on it. You know, God has a miracle for you with your name on it. Pastor has a cane for everyone with his name, with your name on it. You go and start telling people in your church, go and get me your koboko. I'll flog you and I'll keep your cane. I'll show them in the future. That's how I raised you. They will quietly leave your church. Don't go and try some things I do. Amen. You don't carry the apostolic. I carry the apostolic. Stay in that your sonship office. Carry my grace, carry my anointing, carry my power, carry my miraculous. Do great things. Carry my wisdom, carry my knowledge. You can also discipline where you need to correct. In love, there's a language you use. Don't go and start doing it the way I do it. There are extremes I do sometimes. If you go and put that extreme, you cause trouble for yourself. Even me, so it's not everybody I correct. Why are you doing that? Because you are not building your people. It's your father's people you're building. You are a son representing your father. So you have to be a steward of those people there. Don't go and do your thing anyhow you want to do it. Communicate the heart for the people. Love them. Visit them. Pray for them. Show them you care. They will serve you. They will give you their resources. They will be there for you. They will defend you when things go wrong. They will even be the ones to come and be defending you. I'm almost closing. No. Okay, let's leave that one. Astute observer. Be an astute observer. Observe things. You learn by observation. Okay, just one more, session. Then we go. It's not going to take us 5 minutes. I promise you that. Are we okay? Just one more. Important pastoral skills that leads to ministerial success. Okay. Number 1, personal management skills. Learn to manage yourself. Learn to manage your health. Learn to manage your... Some of you are pastors, but you don't know how to manage your health. You don't know how to manage your diet. Sleep is also important. Learn when to sleep. Catch some sleep. Learn when to eat some right food. Know some little things about diet. Don't eat things that will destroy your health. Ice cream. You will die a young person. Lollipop. Shawarma. All those nonsense. You just take junk. No. You can eat even twice a day, but eat healthy. So maybe it's even once a day, but powerfully healthy. Self-management. How you manage your own emotions too is important. Self-management. How you manage your emotions. How you manage your, even your own body, your health, like I mentioned, your health. How you manage your environment, your personal environment, your house, your wardrobe, your kitchen, your everything, your clothes. How you manage them. Got back home today, saw a few clothes that are not clean. I gave it to be washed, and it's washed. No clothes, no boxer, no singlet in my house is dirty. Everywhere is always clean. Why? Self-management. To manage God's people, you must first know how to manage yourself. Your spiritual life first. Put it in order. Put your spiritual life in order. Don't go and say, I'm going to repair people's destinies when your own destiny is broken. I want to go and help people's prayer life. Your own prayer life is broken. I want to go and help people's word life. Your own word life is broken. I want to go and help people's financial life. Look at you can't manage your own finance. Just like somebody whose teeth is rotten selling close-up. Telling you, if you use this close-up, if you see what will happen to your teeth, it will be as white as snow. And he says they are now laughing. Will you buy? What you're selling to me has to work in your own life too. Has to work first. Hello. Quality of the leader. Don't forget again. Quality of the leader. Your own personal life. Organize your life personally. You're teaching cleanliness. Those of you here who come to church and you're smelling anyhow, but you do always smell. Look, my friend, did you wash that clothes? Why are you smelling like that? But look at you, the one who's smelling. Remember, I was just telling uncle is you we copied it from. You're smelling. Uncle, look well, it's like it's from your side. You know that girl they call Emmanuel and Success? That's what they would do to you. They are members of your church. Hey. Your church will be very dirty if your house is dirty. We will know how you keep your house by how you keep the church. You don't organize your house well. How can you organize God's house? Personal management. Manage yourself well. Manage your health. Manage your looks. Manage your wardrobe. Manage all those things you think don't matter. Your utensils, your hair, your iron, your clothes. Management of yourself. Management of yourself. Number 2, leadership skills. Because that is what happens when you have developed personal management. When you develop yourself, you now begin to develop others. It is what you do to yourself that you can do to others. It is what you've put in yourself that you can now put in others. Leadership skills. Develop leadership skills. Know how to rally people around the job. Know how to lead people to get the task done. The leader is not necessarily the one who knows how to do the job. The leader is the one who knows how to get others to get the job done. So show me people doing the job the leader has set. I'll show you the leader amongst. I'll say that's the guy who's a leader. And show me a guy who is the one doing everything. He's the one setting keyboard, setting drum. He's the one who is the pastor. He's the one who is setting chair, setting everything, setting altar. He's the one who is washing rug. He's the one cleaning chair. He's the one who is doing AC. He's the one who is technical director. He's the one who is even recording his message. He's the one doing everything. That's not a leader. That's a child. He can't carry government. It is only sons who carry systems. The government shall be on his shoulders. The government means systems, ability to build and deploy systems, ability to set things in place, ability to rally people, get the cooperation of people. If you will lead, if you will have a successful ministry, you need to know how to woo people. You need to have a good tongue that knows how to rally people. You need to know how to communicate visions to people, communicate project, communicate task. You need to know how to cast the project. You need to know how to get people to see the urgency, the reason, the purpose of whatever you want to get done, and get them to cooperate with you. God, even your Father in heaven, had that skills. How do I know? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yes, when it came to creating man, do you know what God said? Let us make man in our image and likeness, and let them have dominion. So before they made man, God communicated. He had to rally support. He had to rally cooperation. If you don't know how to cooperate, if you don't know how to secure cooperation, your work will be limited. Because it is not a man that fulfills vision, no. It's men that comes together that fulfills vision. One man can't do it. Your greatest frustration in life is not that you are not anointed. It's not that you don't have knowledge. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's not that you don't have drive and passion. Your greatest limitation is that you don't know how to communicate the vision. You don't know how to rally people around. That will lead me to the next point. Relational and networking skills. Leadership skills. There are many things to learn under that, but that's not tonight. We'll teach on leadership separately one day. Networking skills. Relational skills. Know how to network with components. If you are a speaker, you need to know how to network with your mic. If you are a mic, you need to know how to network with your mixer. If you're a mixer, you need to know how to network with your cable. Even the mic, network with its battery. And you see how it works? Network with your components. Networking and Relational skills. Don't be a lone ranger. That lone ranger individuality problem is what is creating your problem. That's what is making you stampeded in your. See everybody around you as important. The Bible says in a great house there are vessels. There are some of gold, there are some of silver, there are some of bronze, there are some of iron, there are some of wood, there are some of clay. Even stones. Now he said, anyone that purges himself of all these things will become a vessel that is set aside and made fit for the master's use. But that's not just it alone. Understand that it's not just the gold that is in the house that is great. Even stone is in the great house. Have you gone to a great house, a great palace before? You find that there even, okay, is it only a prince you see in a great house, in a palace? Is it only Igwe you see? Is it only law you see? Don't you see gate man? Don't you see drivers? Don't you see cleaners? Don't you see cook? Is Igwe the one that will go and cook? If it's a great house, he must have all kinds of vessels. Don't look down on anybody. If you are a good networker, you must know everybody is important. Some people who may not even have the kind of face you need in ministry, you need them some places. But I found that if you want to even put people in money departments, put ugly people now. Not even fine people. If you put fine people and they have boyfriends, they will be stealing your money and giving them. Put ugly girls, no guy will check them. They will be faithful with your money. You want to put people in technical department, don't go and look for fine boys. They don't do those. Look for, I'm not saying that ugly people we don't have ugly people here. You see people whose teeth look like scissors. And you're saying that this guy is not good to control. We can't put this guy on the public line, like give him microphone to talk, to preach. No, he doesn't have public face. He doesn't have stage charisma. He doesn't have. No. See generator outside here. See mixer. See wire. See cables. There are places he doesn't need spanner. He needs his teeth. Cut the wire by. Network everything. You see people who have height. They can climb your ceiling and do some powerful electrical work there. You see people who have football skills. You say, which one? This one doesn't have any passion for instrument, doesn't have any passion for this state, for preaching. You don't know that guy can lead a football team in your church. Everybody's gifting should create a department. Turn everybody's gifting in church into a department. Be a networker. Be a dangerous networker. Be a dangerous networker. They don't sit down and then be doing church as usual. Keep the people busy. Discover what they can do and train and deploy them for it. You know, there's somebody was blowing whistle in the church the way I was singing. Right? It was colorful. If person can't join the department, tell the person, just be blowing that whistle. You are now in charge of whistleblowers department. Recruit more people who can blow whistle. As we are doing high praise, we blow a whistle. Create department of whistleblowers. Don't look down on anybody. Everybody is important. Some are gold, some are silver, some are bronze, some are iron, some are stones, some are clay, some are wood. Don't look down on anybody. They are always very important. Everybody is important in the house. The guys who are sitting down, Mister, can I set it? You go and start looking down on them. The day they choose to, you will know. I can't start that gen. You need them. I can't set all these lights here. You need them. Imagine I'm the one who is preaching in church. As I'm preaching, I'm snapping myself. It's okay. So, when Moses was about to lead the children of Israel, and then the Bible said, thou shalt commit adultery. Oh, God doesn't have any business with my preaching. Joy doesn't have any business with it. But you see that thing they are doing? Check them. All those in your Facebook, all those in your name. You need them. They are vessels. They are all building the work. No house can be all blocks. No matter what you build with blocks, the blocks cannot be the plumbings. No matter what you do with your plumbing systems, the plumbings cannot be the lightings. No matter what you do with your lighting, it cannot be the paint. No matter what you do with the paint, it can't be the roof. No matter what you do with the roof, it cannot be the interior decoration. It can't be the furniture. Build your house and go and sit on the roof and say, that's where the furniture. I don't care this furniture. Everything here is furniture. I like it here. How do you hang yourself? That's suicide. No, it can't be. No matter what you do with the furniture, it cannot be the air conditions. No matter what you do with the air condition, it cannot be the door. Everything fits in where it belongs to make a great house. Learn networking. Don't see, you see a welder in your city, you say this one is a welder. Who needs a welder here? You need him. You see a carpenter, he says it's just a carpenter. You need him. Who is going to make the altar? Who is going to make the offering boxes? Who is going to make the furnitures? You see a shoemaker, you say this one is a shoemaker. Wait one day until when you go missions, your shoe pull out, you will know you need a shoemaker. Tailor, what do I need a tailor for? You will know you need a tailor in your church. Hey, this one is beads he make. What am I doing with beads? Wait until you do entrepreneurship program. You will know he can teach bead making. And that thing he teaches can draw more souls to your church. This person comes to church, he doesn't have any department, he just comes to church, and I heard the person can make ice cream, he can make cake, and then you create an entrepreneurship department. All of you who are in crafts making, who are in vocational making, skills acquisition, this is your new department now. It is called entrepreneurship department and skill acquisition, vocational department. And then give them programs to do. Let them start training people on how to make those skills. You have gotten a department, they will be useful in that church. You notice, these people can cook very well. They can cook. They have some people who can cook, but they don't belong to, they cook. Hey. When you now do some of those, your small, take them on your bake cake. Let's have picnic. You can even do a cooking class. We want to teach you, all the youths in this city. You don't know how to cook, come and learn free of charge. Get those sisters who can cook. Come and teach those your abacha. Come and teach those your ora soup. Come and teach how you make. Because, and then now you'll be doing it in such a way that you are addressing a problem. This is Indomie generation. They don't know how to cook. The divorce rate is high now. Some of them don't know some of this food that our parents ate. Some intercontinental dishes. Some of your people can cook them and you take it. They don't need, you get them and they, see, so you can cook this. Okay, go and learn how to do this one. Get more training. Go and study the internet and get more knowledge on this. Because we're going to do a conference and you're the one who will be facilitating. You know what you end up doing with that person? That person now feels a sense of belonging in that church. He now feels like I own this ministry. Don't get people and lock them inside the church and say you are the only pastor, superstar. That's why you are where you are. Unlock everybody's gifts and release their giftings so that the kingdom of God can be one great house. Networking skills, management skills. Learn how to manage resources. All the resources you need to achieve all you want to achieve will not be enough. So learn to utilize resources judiciously. Oh, this one is another subject of its own. Know principles of savings. Know the importance of savings. Very important. Don't bloat. I start talking on this one now. We won't close. Management skills. Learn to manage resources. Both financial resources, human resources, and physical resources. Physical resources. You see, there are things I've used in this church for years and I've not changed them. Chairs, instruments, rugs, That's physical resources, financial resources, learn how to, human resources, learn how to manage it. Administrative skills, learn how to administer a system, learn how to administer service, learn how to administer a process, learn how to administer a program, learn how to put frameworks in place, learn how to departmentalize things. Don't juggle up everything. Create departments and units for everything you do. That is called administration. Learn how things move from this level to that level, from this that level to another level. That is administration. For instance, when we do service, we create what we call order of service. Is administration, and then we follow those order in their hierarchy. That's administration. Administration is what sets order. We have choir department. That's administration. They take care of music. Ushers will not go and be playing on the instrument because that's not their job. Ushers are the ones that administer what people. They help people to sit down and arrange chairs. That's administration. Learn how to administer. Don't come to church and the guy who is the drummer is the one who is opening door for people to come and sit down. When you finish opening, you close and go and please sit down on the band and start playing band. After a while, the person who finished playing keyboard runs to projector is the one trying to project. That's poor administration. Everything should be in their order. That's what God taught Noah when he built the ark. Everything had compartments and departments. The lions had their compartment, giraffes had their compartment, the goats had their compartment. That's why no lion ate any goat inside the ark. Because if you carry the goat and put the lion where they would have eaten them, you know. Administrative skills. Learn to create order by creating administration. Put administration. I do that a lot here, you see. Put administration. Anytime you see something not working, is lack of administration. That is. You see disorder, things are done anyhow. It's lack of administration. Have you noticed anytime I come to church and I sit down, first thing I pick is the paper? Have you noticed it? You must give me that every Saturday. So I know what the service is going to take a look like. Okay, when the Holy Ghost interrupts, no problem. I understand that one. But there should be an order. Don't come and say, this service today is as the Holy Ghost leads. Where is Brother Okorie? Come and lead the prayer. Let Brother Okorie know ahead of time. So he prepares administration. Who does what, when, and how. Don't leave things to chance. Come to church and then because when you not keyboard when you not keyboard because your service is needed urgently now. People will know it. Because when you not bars when you not bars when you not so bars when you not so bars. That's confusion. No, you should know who they sew the bars for you. You should know who sews the keyboard. You should know who sews the drum. There should be order and administration. Things shouldn't take you by surprise. Create systems. You should know who your cameramen are. You should know who your whatever are. Know them and create this order. Who does the equipment? Know them. Create that order. Social etiquette. Develop social etiquette. Don't just be a pastor of bubu yaya. I do all that. But know how to interact with your society. Know how to interact with the elements of your society. Know how to interact with life. That's what I'm saying. As a pastor, train yourself to be disciplined enough not to eat in public. Social etiquette. Some of you drag plates with your subordinates. Imagine me and you, John Chris. How would you feel about me? Give me your back. John Chris. I should hope that. I cannot. And then John Chris, Pastor, I don't like this you're doing. You finished my food. Hey, how do I be a blessing to this guy again? I just walk into a meeting and see where some children are eating Coke, drinking Coke and eating Okpa. These are babies in the Lord. Newborn babies. And all those where you normally sit down to eat your food at the backyard, have you ever seen me come to eat with you? Just come and say, hey, see egg, see egg, see egg, see egg, see egg, see egg, see egg. How will you feel about me? So my pastor is a child. So he said, some of you do it. But we did one meeting at Oneka. Every saw pastors who were doing it. Just sit down on the bench like this, side by side. This is bench. This was sat here. This was sat here. You put the soup on the bar in the middle day. And members were looking at them. That's why you lose influence easily. You don't have influence on people. As a leader, you want to eat, you should know how to exit into a closet and eat honorably. Not to be whacking on the road. Brother Francis, give me that toothpick there. You are a palm tapper. Have you people mounted that speaker? You know Mpa is coming tomorrow. Which Mpa will come there? You're not a leader, you're a child. Go and learn how the palace works. Get some training on the protocol of the palace. Go and search it on your internet, you see it. The protocol of the palace. Get it on the internet, you'll get that material. It will help your etiquette life. It will help your public life. It will help your social life. Some of you, you don't know how to behave when you appear in the public. You don't know decorum. When you appear in the government house, you don't know what to do. When you appear in social gang, you don't know what to do. You just appear like one Amadio. You don't even know the appropriate attire for some functions. You just appear with your robe because you're a priest. You appear anyhow. Then you can carry your Bible in your armpits. Appear for a public function. That's why everybody runs away from you. It's in the pastor. You can carry the Bible in your phone. You can carry the Bible in your iPad. Be digital. Appear in public function. Be a public, refined man. Wear the right colors. Don't wear nonsense. Color riots. No, wear nice things. When you sit down in public, sit intentionally. Watch how you yawn. Watch it. You need to get the training of Josephs and Daniels, not just the training of Levites or priests. Aaron training. No. You need to get the training of the palace, the Josephs and the Daniel training. Social etiquette. So when they give you tea now, you go to government and they give you tea. You use spoon and be drinking it. You cut bread and put inside the tea. Social skills, learn it. Social skills. Learn how to interact with people socially. You should have knowledge about life, things that happen around your environment, society. Then when you're talking, you're not just talking tongues. Kabalabadash. Tell you, man, do you hear what is going on now? That the Church of England is, or let me leave church. Did you hear what is going on in Nigeria recently? This Ruga issue, man. They are creating cattle colonies everywhere now. What do you think? And Nigerians are not even protesting about it. Don't you think it's an Islamization agenda? Buhari wants to establish, wants to give our lands to food. And then what do you think about it? You say, man, Ragadaba, Shanda. Man, nothing concern me. Nothing concern me. Kelabodabosh. I don't deal with the things of the flesh. I deal with the things of the spirit. Rabogodosh. My brother, just pray. Pray for this country. Just pray for this country. It should be something in your head. When people are talking social things, you should be able to make contribution intelligently as a balanced pastor. Your dressing, improve on it. Your eating habits, your public life, your public behavior. Okay, communication skills. There are tapes I've done on how to communicate effectively. There are books on how to communicate effectively. Learn it. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk vocally. Learn how to talk with strength, with power. All right, financial management skills and in communication skill, you have to build that because in talking to your audience, you need to know how to keep them alive. When you're talking, everybody have slept off. Only you is talking. Who have slept off? I am still talking. You know, today, you wait for another 5 minutes. The Lord is going to give you a miracle. That's what you don't remember. Let me hear you say a big amen. You see, my pastor, it doesn't matter what when people finish leaving your church, you will think that your relationship is after you. It's not relationship, it's your communication problem. Learn it. How do you sharpen your communication? By reading often and then by talking often. Two powerful ways. Read often, speak often. Read often, speak often. Read often, speak often. And you start speaking fluently. Speak with power. Speak with vigor. Speak with conviction. Learn all the dimensions of speech making. Speech making is not in talking alone. There's verbal speech, there's non-verbal speech. Non-verbal speech is the one that is even much effective. It's more effective than even the verbal. You can be talking and nobody's listening to you. You can be talking and people are not interested. Your non-verbal communication is the most important side of communication. Your charisma, your stage comportment, even your movement. I want to change the reaction here now. It's me that I'll first change. I'll get something different from what you have now. It's an art. You master it. At times I talk, I get silent. That's the way I behave. It's, the things I do. It's not just in the talking. Even my movement, even my walking, the way I move, the way I talk, the way I hold my mic, they are all part of the communication. So even when I'm silent, I'm still talking. Learn it is an art. Read those books on communication. I can give you some now to go and find and read. One written by Brain Tracy is titled Speak to Win. Very powerful book. Can you speak to your audience into a point where you raise morale, excitement, and then that's even the best place to end your speech? Can you speak to a point where you can get people to be sober and then, I know how to turn all those things on. There are different ways. Can you speak to a point where you can stir passion in people, stir fire in people? Different ways of communicating different things. I want to do a service where I will make people laugh. I know what to turn on. I want to do a service where people will have to go back to the altar crying. I want to do something that will turn people on their fire and their passion. There are three elements that does that in communication. One is called pathos. The one is called logos. The one is called ethos. We won't explain that too. Pathos is where you appeal to the emotions, where you get into the emotions of the people through your speech. It could be by maybe telling a story of something that touches people's heart. It can be a story of a tragedy. It can be a story of even something that is exciting. You're dealing with pathos, And there's not just the telling of the story. It's also in the how you tell the story. The logos deals with the choice of words, the dictions, the words. Too much things to learn, no. Too much. Become a hub of understanding. Become a hub of wisdom. Become a hub of knowledge. Your generation will bow. Okay. Financial management, just write that one. Go and learn more. Home and family management, go and learn that one. Time management skills, important. This one important. Lateness, kill it. Ability to train and raise disciples. That's a skill. It's called discipleship skill. That means if you don't know how to turn crude people into finished product, you will have a problem in ministry. Learn how to turn crude people into finished product. Jesus had that skill. He takes a fisherman and turn him into a fisher of men. It takes a cheat and turns him into a saint. It takes a prostitute and turn her into a gospel, a woman of God. It takes a woman by the well of Samaria and turn her into a global evangelist. You need to have that technology that turns mere men into rare kings. I don't have all the time to talk on that one. The next one, planning skills. A leader without pen and paper is a failure on arrival. Plan. Every time you should be planning things to do. Then finally on that, execution skills. Everybody, I just have one more. Can you give me that one more opportunity? Just to show you few things that you just take home and go and work with. This one now is pastoral and ministerial pitfalls. You want to know them, the thing that causes pastors to fail in ministry. Just write it very, very fast. That's what I will just do. I'll list them. Number one, dead spiritual life. When your spiritual life is dead, when your spiritual life is sick spiritual life, it can make you fail in ministry. You can't pray, you can't read the word and all that. Your spiritual life, you can't watch, you will fail. That's guaranteed. Number two, ignorance. I've talked on it. You need knowledge. If you don't have it, you will fail in ministry. Number three, laziness. A lazy pastor is going nowhere. Number four, lack of initiative. The next one is lack of wisdom. The next one is deficiency in character. The next one is greed. The next one is rebellion. You get them? Where did you stop? Lack of wisdom, there's deficiency in character, there's greed, stinginess. When the pastor cannot give, when he cannot honor, when he doesn't, that man is not going anywhere. He'll be a poor and broke pastor. Another one is rebellion. Rebellion will rob you of your inheritance. You know? The next one is indiscipline, inability to delay gratification. See, for instance, Esau. If these things are found in your life, you are going nowhere. Okay now. There's this last part I need to also touch on. How to grow your church finance. If you are going to be a pastor, how do you now help your church financially? All these things, I'm giving you weapons because I'm releasing you this today. I'm releasing you back to your field. Don't come back and come and bother me again. I'm arming all of you. Collect the tape as you're going back. And stay on them. I know it's a long tape, but we'll break it into maybe 3 parts so you can listen easily. Stay on them. I've equipped you with resources already. So how do you now grow your church? Pastor, we do offering. Offering is only 1,000. Offering is only 2,000, only 3,000. How can that help us buy instruments? How can that help us do some meaningful thing in the church? Let me show you what you need to do now to do that. Are you ready to hear this one? Are you sure you're ready to hear this one? Number one, the pastor must be a giver. The condition of your church financially is set by the condition of giving of the pastor in that church. You want to change the financial state of your church, let the pastor take responsibility to be the one. Be the one that gives more in that church. If you are a stingy pastor, your church will follow the same direction. You know a church that a pastor doesn't give by the financial state of that church. Simple. I'm talking about church finance now. Church finance. You want to activate tithe paying in your church, start paying tithe yourself. You want to activate offering giving in your church, start giving. This is a spiritual law. I don't know how it happens. Once the pastor changes something, especially in the realm of his finance, something changes in that church. I found out. I'm a practical example. Something just changed. Places where people are stingy, that spirit just leaves them. If you are a pastor who is battling with stinginess, you're going to battle with stingy members. You're battling with greed, you will have greedy members. They can't give. They will have money, they will be holding it back. Let the pastor break it first. You will break it loose on your people. I'm telling you the truth. I've proven it. Hey, I've proven it. It works. It works. Hello. The pastor must be a giver himself. Number 2, teach and train the church on how to make money. If you want to have income in the church, periodically have trainings for the members on how to make money. Train them in business, train them in finance, train them. Get my tapes on business or finance, consume them and start teaching the church. Those young people there, don't look at them as though they don't have what it takes. So they should go and start some businesses. Some should go and find a job and be doing. Some should go and do 1 or 2 little vocations and make money out of it. Once the people start making some little money, there will be money to give the church. Teach them, because they may not know it. Teach them. They may not know it. Teach them. Teach them. Train them. Is in the message. Read books. Get the scripture. Open it. You will see it. Do financial seminars. Do business seminars. And train the people. Don't just train. You have to check. Get feedback. Who is doing what you have taught? Show them the importance of labor. Tell them that there's dignity in labor. No matter how little, is better than stealing. Train them to go and develop skills. Some should go and learn how to cook and start selling food. Some should learn how to braid hair and start making people's hair. Some should learn how to fry chin-chin and start selling chin-chin. Some should learn how to bake cake and start selling cake and pastries. Some should learn how to do toasted bread and start selling toasted bread. Some should learn how to make beads and shoes and handbag and start selling it. They should learn all kinds of things, how to do graphics and start designing and making money out of it. They should learn all kinds of things and turn it into marketable skills. Teach the church. Turn the whole church into a church of entrepreneurs. They may be doing ministerial, but show them how to do some little things and makes money. Train them to offer services. Barbing is a service. Braiding hair is a service. They should find problems around their city or society and start solving it. That way they will make some little money. And the church will now start having money. Number 3, teach them how to give. So if you finish training them on how to make money, the next thing is train them on how to give the money. Because you can finish training people on how to make the money, and our problem you have is they will be stingy to give it. They become very, very greedy. They will become very, very selfish. So you now need to open the Bible, show them, give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto your bosom. Show them, Malachi chapter 1, verse 6, bringing your tithe into the storehouse of God, and then prove me in this, that I open the windows of heaven and pour out the blessing, there will be no room to contain it, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, and then all that and all that. Show them from the scripture what offering signifies. Show them how to unlock grace through their seed. Show them the power of seed faith. Show them the power of honor. Show them the power of sacrifice. Show them all those things. And have them in tips. Teach the church that it's an error to come to church without offering. Show them that offering means their value or their worth for God. Show them what happens, testimonies of things that they can have happen in their life when they begin to give God offering. Show them the power of seed faith. Show them the power of tithing. Make them a responsible church financially. They will give. Once they are blessed, and you now show them their responsibility financially to that church, they start giving to the church will start making some. The reason they are not giving you is because you've not taught them, because they don't know it. Teach them, they'll start doing it. If you see what I'm giving you guys this season, it's for your 20 years time. Some of you think it's even now, sir. Just be staying on it, you see it manifesting. I know I'm doing it. You'll be wondering, why is Pastor giving us overdose like this? Don't worry. You understand later. You now know I'm pastoring you like I'm already pastoring guys who have taken nations, Canada, US, and all that. Oh, the next one, number 4. Grow the numerical strength of the church. The more people you have, the more finances you will grow. The more people you have, as you're growing your leaders, growing your workers, growing the members, be adding more souls and be repeating the same circle with them. You will have a church that has more. Anywhere people gravitate to, money follows them there. Money flows where people flow. Money flow where people do what? Flow. Do not despise people's strength. You want financial strength, work more on people. Win more souls, grow your church, have a numerical capacity that is wow. Get your hall full, get more responsible people. Look for, don't just go for people, go for even people who have, there's nothing wrong with that too. Go for people with substance. Jesus had people like that. He went deliberately for people who had money. He went for people like that. Don't say, these ones, they will not listen. They will listen. Go for them. Show them why they need to be in your church. Show them your vision. That this is something God gave you to do. And you can't do it alone. And you need them. Let them know you need them. They will come. Grow the numerical strength. The next one is run a business for the church. It can be a small business, depending on the need of the environment. You mustn't be the one to run it. Develop it and put somebody there. Like now, as I'm developing church building now, I'm developing school building along with it. That's church business. Through that means, church can be making money, apart from tithe and offering and all that. We're making more money to sponsor some other bigger things that we need to sponsor. So, the city where you are now, find something that can solve immediate needs. For instance, if you have a church that seats children, how can you find something that children like? You come to church with their parents, put it outside the after service, they'll buy. Now I want to give focus to our junior church, and it's you I'm even looking at. You have capacity there. Hey, dangerous. Powerful. Sit down. Powerful. Raise leaders there. All those things they came and did here today. See that powerful thing you did. If you get children into your church, they will drag their parents in. Powerful junior church, give them good playground, small ice cream. Hey, any day their parents stop them from coming, it's wow. I think some children's parents came to church today. Just because their children were performing. They wanted to come and see their children dancing a bookie dance. And you see all those women here happy. All those their misses seeing their children. And there was another one's name. What's that other small boy's name? Mrs. Blessing's name. So, the ACO, sorry. With this car. See the way they were doing it. And I was impressed by all that. Get children. When you see them, you say, love them, hug them. You have a grace for children ministry and motivate. All those things. That's one of your ministry. Powerful. You grow. Their parents will come and put one place there in your church where you're selling ice cream. Not free. Now you're selling. You can be giving a small sweet for a time. But put what they like. You can put puff, put Tom and Jerry here on it. Just put puff, just put Tom and Jerry. Just put ice somewhere. They would like to buy it. And drum out on it. I don't know any style you can create. Oh, you don't know you can do buns and use icy sugar and do eye, nose, and mouth on it. Create your own style. Put it in the show glass. Let it be looking at them like that. Then put small juice. Just put it there. And then the parents part, they will drag the parents. We are going there. He said, no, we don't have money. He said, I'm not going to that house with you today. We'll buy that thing. You see how you are making some little change for the church. You can even start a little kiddies wear. You can even start a little tie business for the church. Brothers buy tie in the church. Buy some little stuff. Church business. Start it. If you can, start it. That's one strategy. Another one is run partnership. Monthly partnership. Offering and tithe is not enough. Run monthly partnership. The things the church has to do is too much. Church has instruments to buy. Church has chairs to buy. Church has tables to buy, offering box, speakers, microphones. And you can't do these things with offering and tithe. You need serious partnership. People have to cut out from their earnings in a month, business-wise, salary-wise, allowance-wise, and give the church, train them and teach them, show them from scriptures the importance of all that. They will do it. Once the people see the need for it, they will do it. I beg you guys in heaven's name, The last, but not the least, last point, last one, last session. How to grow your personal finance as a pastor. So how do you develop your own personal finance as a pastor? I give you now, I just run it down and we'll go. Be a blessing to the people and they will be a blessing to you. Be a blessing. Be a source of encouragement, a source of inspiration. Be a leader to them. Be a covering to them. Be a mentor. Be a guide to them. Be a blessing to the people. Let your ministry bring results to the people's life. Let your ministry change people's life. Let your ministry touch people's hearts. Let your ministry change people's mind. Once you impact people, there will be a blessing to you. Not just by saying, thank you, pastor, they will give you their money. Is somebody hear what I'm saying? Yes. Number 2, teach them about honor. Teach them how to honor their prophet. But don't come and be teaching them, huh? You know I'm your pastor here. If you don't honor me here, you know you will die. That's how you go and die in accident. You don't know it's because you didn't honor me. Don't go and be doing that nonsense. You are not permitted to collect money from your flock until you fed them well. If the flock refuse to honor you when you feed them, they are the ones who are criminals. They are owing you and they will pay. But when you don't do your job well, you don't labor over their life and you expect them to come and give you money, you are a thief, you are a criminal. Do you see how over labor Hebrews life? Is that correct? This is over labor. I am deserving of double honor. Double honor is too small. 4 pool, 5 pool, 10 pool honor. Yes, it's temple honor. Is this not temple work I'm doing? Temple honor. 10 pool. God knows why he called it temple. It has to be 10 pool. Honor, not double. A man who has been talking since 8 o'clock till 2. That's labor, hard labor, to see the people's life change. I finish now, enter a brief rehearsals now. Can you imagine that? Do you know I even had to give money to one of these ladies required to cook fried rice. Oh. Did you cook the fried rice? Where is she? Is he here? You see? It's my money. Oh. Labor, because I'm thinking the people. I gave them money, go and get fried rice, prepare so that they are going to be here this night, so they don't go back hungry. Did you tell me to do that? Did I collect money from you to do that? Use my money to do it. What am I doing? I'm indicting you. If you don't honor that man, the devil will barb your head. God will just telephone Satan. Seto, where are you there? Not even Seto, my guy. He said, per God, per G. Any job for your boy, it's not only job seats are waiting for you. Job seats, they are job seats. He said, where is the place of post? He said, Priestly Hills Church. He said, their pastor. He said, don't touch it, not him. See, their brother, I have their data here. He called their names. Sunday service, just enter. Anything that man has for them, divert it. In diversity, see, you are not changing. He said, hey, say Seto, go with 3 demons, carry stretcher, clutches, break his leg on Okada. It's a criminal offense to sit under this kind of thing. And you don't go back thinking, how do I come and say thank you? See how I'm improving your lives. That's what you should do with your leaders. First, do it. Let them see that you are doing it. Let them see you are training them, you are pouring your life into them, you are feeding them well, then teach them honor. See, my service of honor is on August 11th. I'm waiting. Now, this is it. Do you know what I'm doing? I will double all my efforts. I will double all my work. Now, don't enter Pepe. See me doubling it now. I have 11th of August in view. Because I won't sit there. This one will come and sit. This time you come and give me an envelope and just go back. That's the, and put one miserable 5,000 or 500 or whatever it is. That's the, I honor you. It's not nonsense. As you're putting, I'll do Jesus' model. I'll open and say, hold on. Wait this side. Next. God bless you. You can go. When people see that you're waiting, they will know why. Don't start preparing for that D-Day. And don't start teaching the church how to prepare for that D-Day too. That is how you collect the blessing of that pastor. But if you don't pay the price of teaching them, of growing them, of developing them, of training them, why should you collect anything from them? Collecting is criminal. This is what I did with you guys this morning. Some of you came to give me money. You see, I sent you guys back. Do you know why I did that? I've not fed you guys. Meanwhile, I was not happy. Because my job was to come and release the glory of God on people's life this morning. Then when I do that, you can now come and meet me. I say, I came to honor you for that. He came to thank you. It doesn't mean you can't see your pastor on the road and give him something. That is paying honor to him. That's not. But in the context of the service this morning, that was not the right time. So I had to wait to discharge all that I came with, offload it. Then the people can come and honor. I'm not a mammon seeker. Some of you can prove that times, if even when some people are coming, I say, just take that thing back. I enter my car and go away. Because it's something I want corrected, something I won't do. It's not that thing, that's not my concern. Severally, some of you are here, I've done it to you. You're coming to me with money. I'm entering my car. I'm seeing the envelope. You're coming. Daddy, I said, my friend, leave this place. Get back. Enter my car and start and go away. If you defeat this thing called love for mammon, hey, you will make money. Pastor, defeat it. Kill love for for mammon. Don't be a money seeker. Be a God chaser, a God seeker, then be a people seeker, a people chaser, a people helper. Money will not leave your hand. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So teach the people how to honor you. Teach them about honor. Let them know why having a pastor is important and the benefits of honoring the pastor. Teach them the importance of your birthday. Don't assume people know these things. Show them. Do training. See, this is birthday, pastor's birthday. What does this signify for people to honor their pastor on their birthday? Train them. Part of the reason I even moved the service of honor is because I know 2nd of July, you guys are not ready, have you? So 2nd of July, you just appear now and say, Pastor, happy birthday to you, and then curse your lives. Now I've given you guys longer time now, 11th of August. I think I don't deserve it. Start planning it. List a worker, a leader should bring. You take it, I'm talking cock and bull story. If not, people will not go far. No, come and pay for the things you are learning here now. If I have to charge, you know how much you pay? Minimum. I'm coming to give my pastor on his birthday. Break some of these your negative thought patterns and negative levels. Get 50K, get 100K, come and put it in his hand. You should surprise me this year. Move from this your 5,000, 10,000 nonsense. Step into the mainstream. Start saving now. I'll give my pastor 100K. Let me register myself in his heart this year. When he opens an account, you say, are you the one again? Come. So you've moved to that level. That's what it means. Oh, these men who are giving 1 billion to Orepo and then Tiani Biomi, do they have 2 heads? In these people are giving my P 100 million, 1 check, it drops. When you see them flowing in all kinds of grace, this year, every pastor, you're giving me a minimum of 100K. Write their name and give me now. Before I leave this with you, a minimum. That's your honor this year. The pastor's birthday. And that's how it's going to be. We need to put the demand on you so the treasures in you can come on. All the workers in church, minimum of 20K. All the leaders in church, minimum of 50K. You won't die. Did you hear what I said? You won't die. The man who is dying for you deserves that. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't imagine that I can give my pastor 1 million. You think you're enriching the man. You think I need your money. Perish with your money. See what I'm carrying here. It's money. You don't know. All this I've been doing here. Do you know what's shocking? Everything I've been teaching you this evening, was developed during that little blackout. Doesn't this shock you? I said every time I'm teaching you was that seat there. You're the one who gave me these 2 papers clean from here. I sat down there, developed all this thing. I am giving it to you powerfully like this. With scriptures powerfully like this. And you think the man is a poor man. I carry this here and go and drop in Canada. Is it not bombshell? You think if I need to, when I didn't have Pristine Hills as a church, when I didn't have these people, when I didn't have this, I moved to Delta State to do a program. The Archbishop who called me and said, you've seen the video in church some times ago. I didn't have any church. That shirt you saw, that kaftan was the only kaftan I had. I didn't have anything shishi. In that meeting, I came back with more than 1.5 M. The first time I saw 1 million. And it was somebody who gave me single-handedly. It's not in the same meeting. The second time I went back, somebody gave me a new car. In that same meeting. So if I decide to leave all of people here to be rusting away, if you know how much I'll make for just 1 meeting, look at what I'm carrying here. I go to Delta State now and I go and meet.
We hope you've been blessed by the timely word by Pastor Prince Abba. We'd like to hear your testimony. Visit us today at Pristine Hills Church, located anywhere around you, or call 070-8744-9192 or 081-372-00608. Also visit our website at www.pristinehills.org and follow us on all social media handles at Pristine Hills Church. Pristine Hills Church, raising global leaders.